Hello everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Jolima, I hope you're all doing well. And in this video I want to talk about one of my favorite niche brands out there. It is Nishane Istambul. This is a niche house located in Istambul, Turkey, and has been getting a lot of attention lately, and rightfully so, at least in my opinion. All the fragrances are highly concentrated, they all come with an extrait de parfum concentration, and they are very likable. They are incredible, great quality fragrance. The quality of the ingredients, it's fantastic. All of them, or at least the majority of them, smell quite natural. Very long lasting, great performance overall. Quite unique also from the most part, but the only downside of Nishane fragrances is the distribution. They are not selling any sample sets in their official website, nor they are selling any of their fragrances in their official website. So either you will blind buy them, or you can find like a sample set in the Facebook group or in the online discounter, or then you will blind buy. And also if you don't have any perfume store that carries this brand in the city where you're living. So this is the only downside, is the distribution part. But nonetheless, if you can actually find Nishane fragrances, please do try them, because they are really worth the try. I have 8 fragrances from their portfolio in my collection, and I will do a quick review for each of these fragrances that I have. But 3 of them, or 4 of them actually, half of these fragrances I already did a review, so feel free to check those more in-depth reviews if you have yet to. So starting off first with a fragrance that it was actually my first purchase from Nishane, and maybe it's still to this stage my favorite from the brand. The fragrance that I'm talking about is Fan Your Flames. This one right here. I think you all know, if you already are a subscriber and you are following this channel for a while, you all know how much I love Fan Your Flames. This fragrance, it's so unique. Man, so good. You have rum, coconut, tobacco, tonka bean, cedarwood. What an outstanding fragrance, guys. This has one of the best, no, let me rephrase. This has the best coconut accord that I ever smelled so far. Very juicy, fruity, realistic coconut with rum, heavy dose of rum in the opening, very tropical. And then you have these oriental facets with the tobacco, with the tonka bean. It has even an ambery feeling to it, although amber is not featured as an official note. But nonetheless, this fragrance is very warm, enveloping, and at the same time it's very tropical, very bougie, if that makes sense. One of my most complimented fragrances that I have in my collection, hands down. Great performance, great quality. Fan Your Flames, guys, it's stunning. Next fragrance that I want to talk about is Ani. This one right here. It got so much hype last year when it was released. Actually, this is a recent release from Nishane, created by Cécile Zahokia, and I completely agree with the hype. This fragrance is a vanilla scent, so if you are a vanilla lover, this one is a must try. But this one has much more than that. It has lemon, a great lemon note in the opening, very zesty, uplifting, very natural smelling lemon, with ginger, quite spicy, gives it a more aromatic facet. And then you have, of course, this soft, smooth, sweet vanilla, stunning vanilla, followed by creamy sandalwood in the base. This fragrance, it's outstanding. This is fresh, it's aromatic, spicy, gourmand fragrance. I love this one. I understand that a lot of people will not be blown away. It's not a mind-blowing fragrance release, but still it's really addictive. It's really good, at least for me. Not a groundbreaking release, this will not set a trend, but still it's unique enough in its category. Ani by Nishane, amazing vanilla scent. The next fragrance that I want to talk about, it's probably the most well-known fragrance from Nishane, and often compared with a very famous fragrance. The fragrance that I want to talk about is Hacivat, this one right here, often compared with Aventus. I already did a review of this one also. This one has pineapple, so of course had to be compared with Ventus. But that's the only similarity. It's that pineapple accord, and then this goes into a completely different direction. This has its own scent character, completely different from Ventus, and I much prefer this one. This one, the pineapple here, it's much more fruity, much more heavy, juicy, and then you have also oak moss, you have patchouli, you have some citruses on the top. It's very creamy in the heart also. I absolutely love this one. This is much more dense, has much more body, and also this has fantastic performance, much better than Ventus. Overall, I absolutely love Hacivat, and I don't need any other fragrance that it's in this genre. Hacivat from Nishane, it's absolutely fantastic. Now that we talked about of the 3 most well-known fragrances from this house, now we will dive into the more unknown, more underrated fragrances from Nishane. And starting with this more underrated fragrances, I have here Ambra Calabria, this one right here. Stunning amber, one of the most unique amber fragrances that I ever experienced. This is amber for the summertime. This is a green citrusy sweet amber fragrance. Stunning. If you want amber fragrance for the summertime, this one is the one. The bergamot in here, it's mind-blowing, truly mind-blowing. Imagine Neo from Serjov. The bergamot that it's Neo from Serjov, it's quite similar to the bergamot that it's featured here, at least to my nose. And then you have jasmine, you have then a very heavy sweet amber with musk. Stunning fragrance, very long lasting. I mean, this is summer joy in a bottle, but a unique take in the summer fragrance. Not your typical fresh aquatic fragrance or just fresh citrusy fragrance. No, this has the complexity of Nishane fragrances. Ambra Calabria, if you are an amber lover, please check this one out. The next fragrance that I want to talk about, it's actually my favorite Vetiver fragrance, and very well featured on my top 10 best spring fragrances of this year. The fragrance that I'm talking about is Sultan Vetiver. Man, this is a pure Vetiver fragrance. This is intoxicating. Wow, this is an intoxicating Vetiver fragrance. You have neroli, and I don't like neroli, at least has a prominent note, but here takes a secondary part and it softens the vetiver here. And then you have also the bergamot in the opening, you have tonka bean, you have a bit of leather, but mostly tonka bean to that sweetens a bit this vetiver. But definitely vetiver, it's the main structure of this fragrance. This has 3 or 4 types of vetiver. I already did a review of this one too, so check that review out if you have yet to, for a more in-depth perspective of this fantastic scent. But overall, this is a vetiver lover's dream come true. This is like a pure vetiver fragrance. I absolutely love this one. Sultan Vetiver by Nishane, it's hands down the best vetiver that I came across, at least so far. Next fragrance that I want to talk about, it's actually my scent of the day, and it's thanks to one YouTube fragrance reviewer that I blind bought this one. The fragrance is Wulong Cha. Gorgeous looking bottle. I really love this cap. Wulong Cha, of course, is a tea-based scent, and it was recommended by Manny from the YouTube channel Cascade Scents. Shout outs to you, my friend. He loves his tea-based scents, and it's thanks to Manny that I discovered 2 tea fragrances. This one, it's outstanding. This is citrusy. It's very citrusy in the opening. You have orange, you have mandarin orange, you have bergamot in the opening. It's very uplifting, very effervescent, very zesty. And then you have this dry, leafy, relaxing accord that it's Wulong tea. Although I never tried Wulong tea, so I don't know exactly how it really smells like, but I already tried tea-based scents. I have a couple of them in my collection, so I know how tea fragrances came across. They have this dry, leafy, slightly green, aromatic, relaxing facet. So this definitely has these characteristics. Wulong Cha, guys, it's amazing. I love this one. Perfect for the summertime. Great performance for a fresh fragrance. This one is probably the safest fragrance of my collection, but it's easy to wear, it's very versatile. It's that type of scent that if you want to feel happy, you want to feel invigorating, this one is the one to go. Wulong Cha by Nishane, stunning tea-based scent. The next fragrance that I want to talk about, it's a heavy spicy scent. It is Spice Bazaar. This one right here. Spice Bazaar has a very heavy note of cumin. So for those who don't like cumin, this can come across as a BO type of scent. Not for me though. This has also cinnamon, has a lot of pepperiness, and also has yuzu, a very heavy note of yuzu that balance the spiciness of this fragrance. This is very aromatic, citrusy and spicy scent. I absolutely love Spice Bazaar from Nishane. One of the best spicy fragrances, because this is centered on spicy notes. So this for me, it's fantastic. One of the best spicy fragrances out there. Definitely my favorite to this date. My favorite solo spicy scent. Spice Bazaar from Nishane. It's stunning. Not for everyone though. And last but not least, talking about fragrances that it's not for everyone. The fragrance that I have here, and it's the last fragrance that I have in my collection, and it's actually the most bold, most daring fragrance from Nishane that I have. It is Pachulí Kohza. This one right here. This fragrance, it's for the patchouli lovers out there, but this one has much more things going on. You have honey, very heavy note of honey. This is slightly animalic, maybe because of the honey, but definitely this has some animalic nuances in here. It's very heavy in incense, it has its leathery, and of course has this earthy, chocolatey patchouli, which I absolutely love. I would like that the patchouli note in here would be a bit more prominent, but then nonetheless, it's quite detectable. You can smell the earthy, chocolatey nuance of the patchouli, but this one, it's very dark, sweet, animalic, incensey fragrance. Stunning. If you are a fan of fragrances like Laudano Nero, like Black Afghano, it's not that this fragrance is similar to those fragrances or that it's inspired by those fragrances. No, not at all. But it's in that genre, you know, it's in that category of dark, bold, mysterious, complex fragrance. It's a stunning one. I absolutely love this fragrance. This has even a boozy characteristic in here also, which I absolutely love as well. But Pachulí Kohza, guys, it's definitely the most bold, the most daring fragrance that I have, and actually it got me a negative compliment or negative feedback, but nonetheless, I still love this one. I really do appreciate this fragrance. Just go easy on the trigger. Nishane Pachulí Kohza, guys, love it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below if you are familiar with Nishane fragrances. If you are, what are your favorite fragrances from the house of Nishane? Tell me everything in the comments down below, guys, and see you in the next video. Stay safe. Ciao.